welcome to the Final Fantasy Playlist. My name is Adam, and in today's video we're talking all about Blood of the Zombies. Blood of the Zombies is the final release for the Wizard series of books. It was released in 2012, and it was written by Ian Livingstone. The front cover illustrations were done by Greg Staples, and what a cover that is. I mean, check that out. It's amazing. All the internal artwork, which again, this knocks it right out of the park, was done by Kevin Crossley, and I tell you, they are all so cool. They're all very, I mean, the whole theme is zombies, and that's what you certainly get, zombies. On every single illustrated page, there is a zombie trying to get you, and it is pretty cool. I mean, there are so many. It is really good. But what's the story like, yeah? Let's check out the back of the book and find out. Insane megalomaniac Ginge or Ging Rich Yer is preparing to unleash an army of monstrous zombies upon the world. He must be stopped and his undead horde defeated. In this life or death adventure, the decisions you make will decide the fate of the world. Can you survive, or will you too become a zombie? Now, very interesting as the final release for the Wizard books is that the cover, the front cover, goes back to that old Fighting Fantasy Puffin release, especially with the green spine there. But what is new, and a first for the Fighting Fantasy, is that the adventure sheet only contains entries for your stamina and your damage, okay? There is no skill, there is no luck, okay? It's literally how long can you last. Now, there are two editions of this book. If you get the first edition, like, you know, when it first came out, it will be a lot harder to try and complete this book. I thankfully have got the second edition, which is a lot easier. And if you, to find out which edition you've got, apart from reading, you know, on the inside bit, when you go past the forward, and you go into this section at the front of the book, it will say how much, when you roll the dice to decide how much stamina you have, it'll say, and plus also add this amount as well. Now, in my book, where does it say? It says something like add 12 to the dice roll, okay? And that means that you've got the original first edition. If it says add 20 to the number rolled, you then have the second edition. And actually, I've got the second edition, I just found it there at 20. So it'll be a lot harder to complete it with the first edition version of this book. They must have realized how hard this book actually is. Of course, the entry number 400 is not the winning entry. The story is really fun, and it's set on Earth. It's not set in Titan. It's set, more importantly, in Romania. And you basically just got to kill as many zombies as you can. Each zombie having only one stamina point. So when you roll the dice to decide how many zombies you've just killed, the dice roll will decide that, and any leftover inflict damage onto you. It is pretty challenging though. It is, and it does kind of really feel like a survivalist game, more so than any other. I mean, Ian Livingstone has really done a great job, and in fact there is a foreword at the beginning of the book. Where is it? From Ian, sort of about Fighting Fantasy and the making of this book as well, and it's a pretty interesting read, and it's the final release for Wizard books. Next week we go on to the Scholastic books published by, and I think the first one is Port of Peril. So, but I want to hear what your thoughts and what your adventures with this book are. Let me know in the comments below, and until next week, adventurers, take care. Bye bye, see you later.